Hi everybody, I hope you're having a great day. It's Sunday, January 26th, and our devotional for today is Risky Business. And I want to say sorry for the lighting. I normally do the devotion at night, and there's not daylight to intervene with how the camera looks, but I can't fix it because it's daylight, so you can see me. That's all that matters, right? So, yeah, the devotional for today is Risky Business. We're going to read and discuss a little bit, and then everybody can go on about their Sunday rest and prepare for the rest of the week. And again, for those of you who haven't seen the devotion that I'm reading from, it's entitled Heaven Calling, Hearing Your Father's Voice Every Day of the Year. This is what it looks like. It is by Zondervan. So it's a great devotional if you want something to keep you on track and short little stories every day of the year. So now let's read and then we will discuss. So, Risky Business. I am Almighty God. I can do anything. While that can be hard for you to fathom, you show your acceptance of this truth by the risk you take. Taking a risk for me, even in the midst of doubt, shows me that you trust me to work in your situation. A risk can also mean stepping up and taking responsibility, even when doing so is hard. That's what Judah did. He personally guaranteed the safety of his brother Benjamin, even though he had no idea what would happen if Benjamin returned to Egypt with them. Judah was willing to risk his own life to guarantee Benjamin's safe return to their father. I was with Judah as he took that step of faith, and I will be with you in your steps of faith as well. Take risks, remembering that you walk by faith and not by sight. Risks feel dangerous and make you vulnerable, but that, dear one, is what faith is all about. Read Genesis chapter 43. So now we've read our devotion, and now we can just kind of sit back and examine it and just take out bits and pieces that we can apply to ourselves and our own situation. So what we just read was Genesis chapter 43, and this is basically a story of Judah trusting God and taking a risk that he wasn't sure, what the outcome was going to be, but he had to take the risk, and so when he did, the outcome was good. It was great, actually. So what he did was his brothers, they had to travel to Egypt in order to get food for their family, and the person providing the food said, you know what, I'm not going to give you any more food unless you bring your youngest brother. And if you read a little bit before Genesis chapter 43, you'll understand that the youngest brother is Benjamin, and the father dearly loves Benjamin. That's like his pride and joy, and he didn't want anything to happen to him. He didn't want to lose his son. He thought he had already lost his son, and he didn't want to lose this one as well. So the fact that they wanted to take the youngest brother, his dad's most valuable possession, and bring it to Egypt, that just wasn't happening. So Judah's like, well, we're just going to starve because Dad's not going to let us take Benjamin. But, he went, he talked to his dad. He's like, we really need to take him because that's the only way we're going to be able to get more food. And so the dad's like, why are you doing this to me? Why are you torturing me like this? But eventually he's like, all right, I trust you. And that was Judah's risk. That was him taking his leap of faith because he had no clue what was going to happen. He didn't know if something would happen to Benjamin or not, but he was just trusting that God would cover them and protect them as they traveled there and back, and it was great. It was a great outcome. So if you want to know what happens, continue to read Genesis and you'll see how that story ends. But how we can apply that to our own lives today is pretty much very simple. Just take leaps of faith, and there's going to be risk in life that we have to take, but we have to trust God. Faith is believing in the things you can't see. So we have to just trust that it's going to work out. And even when we're scared, we still have to trust Him. You can trust and tremble at the same time. That is possible, and that's okay. Even if you're fearful, just trust God. So that is what this devotion is about. It's taking risk and just being faithful and prayerful. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I am just honored that I have this ability to just help share this information with people who don't really have an opportunity to read a devotion every day. So again, thank you so much. I pray that you have a wonderful week, that God covers you, and that you're able to take a risk, a leap of faith. And if you do, let me know how it goes.